sec, and it's 2 a.m. here. I don't want to be doing my homework, so I'm going to explain positioning in Rainbow Six Siege because I saw some people on a couple of different YouTube channels that do tips and stuff asking about positioning and wanting a positioning guide. So I thought I might as well explain at least a little bit about different positions in Siege and different reasons why you should be taking different positions to hold different areas of the map, hold different spots on different objectives, and I thought I might give you 3 examples on Clubhouse. So I'm not sure exactly what the objective is, obviously I'm alone. But the first example I'm going to show you is on metal stairs. I think perspective is probably the most important thing to understand when it comes to positioning in Rainbow Six. Understanding why certain perspectives are advantageous and disadvantageous. So I'll kind of use my pistol to show you because most people do not have an ACOG when they're holding this. A lot of people I've seen hold different spots up here on the top of metal stairs. I've seen many people across many different ranks attempt to hold this spot, and a lot of them do it successfully and a lot of them don't. At lower levels, one thing I see all the time, is people go up in this corner, and then they stand up and they try and hold it from here. And they think they're at this advantageous position because people won't be looking at it, which they probably won't. But they run into one crucial error, and that's the perspective of each side. Look how long, I'm going to mark a shot, this person can peek you from. You see the shot all the way down there in the corner. There's this entire blind spot you have, right, to all this area where they could peek out at any moment, right, and they could peek out from any spot, right, and especially if you're going against somebody with like an ACOG, right, if I'm peeking this and I see you, you're dead, right, because there's only one spot you can really be to the person coming from downstairs, right? They are always going to see you right here, almost no matter where they are, and they understand that where they are on the map, there's only one spot you can be. But for you, there's a plethora of spots this person can be. They can be really anywhere all up and down this line, right? So that's why that spot is oftentimes the reason why people die, right? Because people push up to here, they realize there's no one immediate, so they flick up, right? And then you're dead, because there's only one spot, like I said. The second way I've seen people hold it at high ranks is they prone in this little corner right here, right? And you might think, well, why would you be proning in this corner, right? You're just a little shitter, you're fucking trying to sit in this corner because you don't know what else to fucking do, you're just proning. But in reality, imagine what it's like for somebody to come up, right? Especially if they have an ACOG. Let's see, if I come up this here, and I have an ACOG, I'm definitely going to be looking at this entire area. They could wide swing me from the rotate hole, which would be right here, match, right? They could swing me from this rotate. I'm trying to watch the rotate as well as make sure nobody's going to peek me from above. So I'm kind of doing this dance where I'm trying to put my crosshair where I think they're going to be. And that would never be right here unless they drone you, right? And in order to see that even, they have to get up to here, right? They're really not going to see you until they're all the way up the stairs, pretty much. And at this point, every single good player is going to be worried about a ton of different angles. They're going to be trying to take this as fast as possible to get in a position, like here, where they don't have to worry about angles, right? So you're going to see a bunch of people try and like run up these stairs, and sitting in this corner with holographic sight, which is probably what you have, or reflex on defense, it's very easy to kill that person instantly, right? Especially if you have a shotgun, this person is totally dead, and you see their head first. So as long as you hit your shot, they're going to lose every time. But on this position, you might lose every time, right? It's something like that where I see a lot of players at low ranks, like down in bronze, silver, low gold. They'll try and hold back, but I see a lot of players at higher ranks, like playing against plat 2s, plat 1s, and plat 3s, even gold ones to some extent. they're always going to try and hold something like this. And I'm going to go try and use another example with a different staircase. Okay, so main stairs. Main stair push for basement defense is a huge thing, right? People will always right, they'll be trying to fucking peek in. But they understand that eventually they actually have to push the site, so they're going to push down main stairs, right? And oftentimes these are people with ACOGs or people with holographics. Again, imagine my pistol's a holographic sight. But when they peek, everybody knows about this pixel peek. It's one of the first ones you're going to learn as a Siege player. Is this pixel peek on a garage you can get, right? Just peeking right there. And everybody's always worried about it, right? They're always worried that when they cross main stairs, they're going to die from moto. So a lot of people, when they push down main stairs, you know, they're going to push down, and what they're going to do is as soon as they get here, they're going to peek. They're first going to peek long, and then they're going to peek this pixel, right? And that's what they're worried about. And they're placing a crosshair at high range so they can shoot this pixel off, right? So they can peek it adequately. But if you're a good player and you're trying to hold main, right? What you might want to do is prone right here. Again, another little prone thing that's kind of counterintuitive. That's actually good positioning. Placing yourself right here is very hard to see. People don't realize, you know, you're kind of just this blob, right? When you come down, you're a tiny little circle right here. It's basically just your body, right? And when you peek this, it's very hard to notice, quick enough at least, that you can get this kill. And plus, using like a holographic sight, you can peek this and wide peek this so fast, right? And you will go 1 for 1 no matter what. Oftentimes 2 for 1 if there's multiple people pushing. And if there's not, you kill this player, and then it's a normal fight on the stairs, right? You're not necessarily at a disadvantage here, right? It's the same for both sides, just looking up or looking down. So maybe try next time when you're holding main stairs, just prone right here to get the kill, right? Especially if you're playing against somebody with an ACOG, right? I'll go over one little thing with positioning as well. Understanding, again, perspectives. If I have an ACOG, right, look how hard it is for me to peek that, right? I can get barrel stuffed like crazy. Imagine if you tried to peek it like this, right? You are getting so barrel stuffed. Look how big just this little U on the end of the railing is, right? That thing is enormous. Imagine how big a player is. Right? You've definitely gotten barrel stuffed. It's super hard to pull your mouse far enough if somebody decides to wide swing that, right? Just this little movement is enough to make me go almost all the way across my mouse pad, right? So, understanding, say, if I have an ACOG as an attacker, what I'm going to want to do is go all the way up against this wall so that I'm not barrel stuffed, right? You know, and trying your best to make sure you're not going to get absolutely destroyed by this person is what you want to be doing. But in doing that, notice how when I came around, guess what I'm not looking at all? Is where this player would be, right? And then that makes me a very easy kill. It's something like that where this person could be probably the most dog shit player on earth, but just the fact that they're prone in this spot means they will get a kill. You could have a copper player playing right here with no hip firing, and I guarantee you he will kill Bolo every fucking day of the week if Bolo doesn't be here, right? The last thing I was going to explain is just a little bit of hatches. This is a hatch that often gets overbombed in ranked and competitive play. You know, it's very important, but it makes it very hard to play in this area. And it's important to understand positioning-wise why you're playing certain spots, right? If I'm playing right here, what am I really doing? What am I holding? I'm exposed to main, I'm exposed to dirt, I'm kind of exposed to blue, and I'm kind of exposed to the hatch. A lot of people still play here, though. Like, a lot of people, especially in ranked, they love to play this little box. And they love to try and get super aggressive and peek everything. But you have to understand, when you're playing this, you really can only see this person's head. And if you're a good shot, that's enough. But, especially like in gold and below, not that many people are going to hit this shot every single time. Right? And even at like a higher level, it's very hard to get a kill on somebody who's playing on this hatch and not be refragged by somebody in dirt who has a very, very easy kill on you here. Somebody in blue who hears a shitload of gunfire and says, "Nobody's dead," right? Or somebody who pushes down main on the other side of the map. It's very hard to play those positions. Same with AK rack. So you might want to start thinking about different angles and trying to move back and play different spots on the map.
5 seconds.
Right? Depending on what's going on, right? Stop exposing yourself
Time limit
to
reached.
angles you know exist simply because you don't know where else to play. Start thinking out of the box, start using the destruction to your advantage, and that's how you're going to get better at Siege. Alright, thanks for listening to my little rant. I hope you at least learned something. You know, it would be great if you could drop a like on the video if you actually did like it. It's probably retarded and I'm super cringy, but thank you.